Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more.
One of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Andy Isabella. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On the return, Isabella. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. From the 36, Jackson being chased out left.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
On the move to his left.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Andy Isabella hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And some room to run now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, Isabella. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing.
He's got a man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Dobbins once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Jackson now. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Justin Madubuike with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Buying time to his left. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he will slide down with a good gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Mahomes. Out to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing now is Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing